I'm Adrian Peterson of the Minnesota Vikings, and you're watching the best sports coverage on News OK.
Just thought a very excellent defensive game. Really just got overshadowed by our inability really to come up with some key plays in some positive territory. Too many times we move the ball so well through the day and we get to the 30-yard line or somewhere approaching the red zone and not able to come up with whether it be a fourth down or come up with the third down play. We have 3 missed field goals, that kind of thing. In these tight games and with some of the personnel that we're without, you've got to be able to make those plays. You've got to be able to make the field goals and have a chance to win 9-7, or you have to be able to come up with a third down, fourth down play to give yourself an opportunity to continue to pursue touchdowns. Give Nebraska the credit. They stopped us when they had to, even though, again, there's a lot of yardage between in those series. But when you have to have it, we weren't able to get it. And the one huge turnover, we had too many turnovers as well to win on the road, but the one major one that gave them the ball at the 1-yard line is the only touchdown, surrendered through the whole day for both teams. And so that ends up being the difference in the game, and that turnover was costly. And that's not all Landry's fault, really. Our receiver on the play doesn't compete through the end of the play to force an incompletion or to contest the ball, and so sometimes the quarterback's left to handle all the criticism for it. In the end, it isn't all him. But anyway, some guys defensively, Adrian Taylor again had an incredible day, and Jeremy Beal once again. But defense as a whole really was excellent the whole night. Had one big run that fortunately we get a fumble a play or two later that didn't result or make much of a difference. And then there you are with another loss, and gets us, going into this week with Texas A&M here coming to town. That Texas A&M is playing great offense. You look at them; they're leading the league in total offense. They're first or second in the league in scoring offense. Jared Johnson, their quarterback's leading the league in believe total yards or passing yards. Has really been highly productive, playing great for them. So it's another really big challenge, hosting them here at home. Offensively, their defense has given up some points and some yardage. They statistically haven't been quite as good as their offense. But in the end, still look at, the way they played Tech at Tech not too long ago is really an impressive win, by them, and had a tight, hard-fought loss there up in Colorado here just last week. But again, a very productive team when you watch them, and in particular what they've been able to do offensively. So, again, another major challenge for us.
Bob, what happened to you offensively, and with the injuries, the personnel you have to work with now, have you thought at all of retooling some things offensively?
Yes, to a degree. But again, it's, in 4 days practice, how much can you truly retool 10 games into it with some inexperienced guys as it is? They're gaining experience in what we've been doing, and let's face it, everybody was writing 2 weeks ago where they're finally coming of age. Guys are making plays, getting comfortable in the system. So now all of a sudden to scrap the system, I don't believe is the answer. And the other night, there's a lot of yards there. We ran the ball in a lot of instances really well. We protected the quarterback well, and we got good yardage. We weren't productive when we got in plus territory around the 30-yard line, approaching the red zone. So it's not like we didn't move the ball. So no, I don't see that's the way to go to all of a sudden scrap everything you're doing and start anew. Not at this point in the year. No, you can try and modify, make some adjustments to a degree, which we always do, and we work with it. So, I might as well get it out there too. Jarvis Jones is out for the season as well. He has a fractured heel, so he won't be available either.
Who's playing in the offensive line?
Same guys. Ben Hayburn, Stephen Good, Tavares Jeffries is back from a family tragedy last week. You know all the guys: Corey Brandon, Trent Williams, Brian LePac, Tyler Evans. We don't have many, but we'll hopefully have 5. I'm sure Coach Wilson will probably train a little bit. Eric Mensick maybe a little bit at tackle to try and help as well.
Going to do something with Vincent and I don't know how to say his last name, Josh Illinois?
I don't know. Doubtful, but we'll see.
You mentioned that you gained a lot of yardage between the 30s. What are the main things, or what's the things that are keeping you from finishing some of those drives?
Well, again, some good defense. Give them credit. Some of it, is also our execution and what we're able to do. So, you do so well between that, you got to be able to do it in those instances too. And to me, it gets down to a lot of it's just execution.
Coach, is this really new territory for you? All these injuries?
We've been talking about that all year. I'm not going to sit here and say no. Sure, we've never had. It's just odd too. The injuries are something that are like Scott Anderson's never seen a fractured heel. The tendon that Austin English is having operated on later today, he's never seen that tendon. That ever happened in all his years training. We've never had, the Brody's situation. It's actually with his neck is never had before. So we've had a lot of odd situations, or odd injuries that really are highly unusual.
Is Brody going to need surgery?
No. Well, at least no. Right now, I don't even know why I said right now. No. Something that'll heal, and it just takes some time.
Did Jarvis get hurt in the game, or was that in practice?
Yeah.
Okay. I know it's impossible to duplicate what it's like to kick in an environment like Nebraska. What are some things in practice you guys can do, or that you do to kind of stress those guys to figure out how they are mentally kicking the ball?
Trying to kick with, we bring them off the sideline, try and kick, while the offense is going through plays and, that kind of thing. We always have music blaring, but, the defense yelling at them. But in the end, it's about all you can do. I can't get 80,000 people at an away stadium and go practice. So I don't think anyone would show up to watch us kick the ball. So, and in the end, no matter what you simulate, you've got to be able to respond in that atmosphere, and hopefully, as they go forward, they'll mature and be able to handle it.
Who's kicking this week?
We'll see. As we go through the week, who's the most consistent through the week.
What was the mentality of the team yesterday, or how did they respond coming back to practice?
They worked well. They had energy. They moved around and hustled through a Monday workout like they always have.
We've got 3 weeks left in the season, and you guys are still trying to get bowl eligible. Is this team going to be, even with all these injuries, is it going to be good enough to continue?
All we're worried about is this week. So we'll see. We're trying to be good enough this week to win this game.
You guys won 28 in a row at home. That probably has no bearing on this week, does it?
Sure doesn't. It wouldn't, no matter what the situation. Just because you've won before, I've said that before. No matter what our situation is, I never count on. Just because you've done something before doesn't mean you do it again. So that's always our mentality. And again, regardless of our circumstances.
Both that a couple of times, or maybe once or twice, looked like the play was trouble getting it in. You had to call a timeout. Was that guys not getting it?
It was us, and also us switching the play, and getting into something, not liking it, changing it, and again, just everybody getting the signal on time.
Was that a case, Bob, of it seemed to happen more when you were getting closer, inside the 30 or close to the 20, is when you seemed to, I think you had to call 2 or 3 timeouts in that situation.
A couple, I think, in short yardage.
Is that anything indicative of that, of Nebraska switching defenses? Was that the geography of how far it is to get the signal?
I think mostly it's what Nebraska was doing, and we felt we wanted to change.